What is going on, and welcome back to another episode of Thursday's Thoughts. Today I want to talk about something I do talk about often, but I haven't had an episode about it. It is perspective. And the reason really why I want to talk about it this morning is because something happened to me this morning that kind of jogged my memory on why I need to speak about it so often. And a wise man once had told me, John, what else could it mean? Right? When something is happening to you, if you take a step back and ask yourself what else could it mean, you could look at it differently, therefore creating a different result and a different emotion. Think about it. Somebody drives and they're cutting you off. The first thing you want to think of is, that guy's a jerk. I can't believe it. He's risking other people's lives, so on and so forth. But if you take a step back and you say, hey, wait, what else could that mean? We don't know, right? Maybe somebody's super sick in the car. Maybe his wife's about to have a baby. Maybe there's an emergency. So you just need to take a step back and ask yourself, what else could it mean? That could give you a different perspective. Now, when you don't have the opportunity to ask yourself that question, sometimes you got to look at things from a different angle. Let me tell you about the story that happened this morning. So in my bathroom, I have his and her sinks, and I have my sink with my mirror. And behind that, kind of on an angle, I had this huge mirror, right? It's floor to ceiling mirror. It's probably as long as my wingspan, and it's huge. So I'm at my sink, and I'm like, okay, I need to brush my teeth. Where's my toothpaste? And I'm looking. Like, I have some water bottles on there, but nothing crazy. I have a razor and whatnot, and I can not find it. It's not that big. It is really not that big. And I just can't find this thing of toothpaste, this tube of toothpaste. Where is it? So you know what? Forget about it. I'm not going to sit here and waste time looking for it. I know there's one in the other bathroom. I'll just go in there. But first, let me do my hair. So I turn around to the big mirror, right, that floor-to-ceiling mirror, and I'm doing my hair. And as I'm doing my hair, out of my peripheral, I see from that mirror shining back to my counter of my bathroom sink, and I see the toothpaste. So I turn around real quick and I run over there, and I still can't find it. And I'm looking, I still can't find. How can I not find it on this super small sink? But I saw it from a different angle from the other mirror. So okay, let me go back there, and this time I'm going to focus on it. So I go back there, and I actually did the same exact thing to where I started doing my hair the same way. So my eye caught it the exact same way. When I saw it, I focused in on it more and turned around, and there it was. Right there it was. It was between a bottle of water and something else. And I realized that sometimes in order to gain a new perspective, we have to look at it from a different angle. We have to look at it sometimes it's physical. Sometimes it's literally a physical thing that you must do. And sometimes it's an emotional thing you must do. Because you have to remember, guys, emotions sometimes, good and bad, they create this fogginess of the true reality. And because it's foggy, our perspective is false. In so many ways, our perspective is false. So how do we get past that fogginess, John? Well, you just look at it from a different angle. So to change your perspective, you either A, ask yourself a better question of what else could it mean? Or B, look at things from a different angle, whether that's physical or mental. Really look at it from a different angle, because in the end, we're all trying to get the best results. And if you're not seeing the result you want and whatever it is you're trying to get, guys, I'm challenging you to change your perspective by looking at it from a different angle. Take a step back for a second and just think about it. What else could it mean? Or, what can I do differently? Or sometimes, you just got to go ahead and look up versus look down, or look left versus look right. Your perspective creates your reality. So if you always have this fogginess because the emotions are creating this fogginess, and you don't change angles to look, you're never going to see past it to get to the reality of it. So if you guys want to increase your results, increase the clarity of your perspective, change your perspective. It's not always this black and white. Sometimes there's that fog that's in front of us that we need to kind of maneuver around to see it. But it doesn't happen unless you take a step back. Take a step back, look at it from a different angle, ask yourself a better question, and get a new perspective on what you're trying to accomplish. because sometimes that's all it takes. Just a new perspective. Let me give you one more example, okay? And it's the way we look at things, right? It's just the way we look at things. So my wife and I put our house up on the market. And we kept dropping price because just the market isn't doing so hot. Well, what we put it at, we got an offer, and it was about 15 grand less than what we actually put it at, but still, whatever, we're okay with that. We're still going to have, some good equity in the home. So we go and we get the appraisal, and the appraisal comes back about 10,000 less than what we got offered. So what does that mean? Right? Initially, I kind of get mad. I'm like, I wanted it here. Now it's, 15,000 less, and now another 10,000, $25,000 less. Man, that's crazy. Then a little birdie came in my ear and said, change your perspective. What else could it mean? Well, what would happen if we got the offer of the asking price and then it dropped down $25,000? Then how would I feel, right? How much more would it hurt? So I needed to change the perspective of it, of saying, hey, yeah, okay, well, at least it wasn't at, $25,000 more of what we wanted, and it was only 10,000, and it doesn't hurt as bad. And not only that, we're getting a deal done, right? We're getting a deal done. At least we got a deal. Sometimes you just got to be vulnerable and ask yourself, what else could it mean? And just change your perspective, guys. Look at things through a different lens. Challenge you this week, going into the weekend, look at things through a different lens, change your perspective, and make sure you guys like, subscribe, whatever it is platform you're watching this on, whether it's YouTube, iTunes, Spotify. Please like, subscribe, follow, so you guys get notified every Tuesday when I drop an episode, every Thursday when I drop an episode. And then go ahead and rate and review it. If you guys are liking the content, write a comment. Let me know what you like. And then share this bad boy out to somebody that needs to change their perspective on a certain situation to create a different outcome today. Have an amazing weekend. Go follow me at Real John Marone, and go to my website, johnmarone.com. If you have any questions, you're interested in growing exponentially, taking 2019 and truly creating the ultimate version of you and designing the life you've always wanted to live. Let's talk. Let's chat. I want to hear your story. I want to see how I can help you. johnmarone.com. You can find all my information there on how you can connect with me, my programs, and everything you need. But until then, make sure you change your perspective if you need to, and make sure you keep creating the ultimate version of you. Have a good one, guys.